Hey everyone, this is a run on Glimmer in the Dark Lufenia Plus, and this run is a no synergy and of course no Quistis in the main party, and will also be a no summon mode run. It uses Cloud of Darkness instead of Quistis because Cloud of Darkness is the only other character in the game with a 3-turn delay in the kit. Just quickly regarding the start of the fight, because it is quite important, what I did here is to reset the fight until Cloud of Darkness goes first. This allows her to quickly set up Jack's LD call debuff, as well as use her LD followed by her S2 to 3-turn delay and remove the 700k HP regen on one of the bosses. Right after that, I used Seed Rains to turn manipulate and pull Cloud of Darkness back again, and I repeated her LD and S2 on the other boss so that there is no more Shining Tears effect on both bosses for now. I guess this is the drawback of using Cloud of Darkness. Her 3-turn delay is dependent on her getting 5 stacks in her overhead, which does take some time to build, so you need to plan her LD use very carefully. From here on though, what I'm doing is focusing damage on boss B for two reasons. First is the Lufenia orb will appear at 79%, and the orb conditional requires delays, and it's going to be extremely challenging to uptick 2 orbs due to the lack of delays in this party setup. So by keeping the first boss above 79% HP, I only need to deal with 1 Lufenia orb for the majority of the fight. The second reason why I'm focusing damage on boss B is that at 49% and 29%, the boss will once again trigger Shining Tears and will get the 700,000 HP regen per action. So what you want to do if you're using Cloud of Darkness is to trigger the Shining Tears one boss at a time, which gives you room to remove the HP regen effect through the 3-turn delay and minimize the amount of HP healing that the boss can get. At this point, boss A has also triggered the Lufenia orb, and I have to deal with 2 Lufenia orbs. This is really where the Cloud LD call comes into play. So I've actually equipped Cloud LD call on Seed Rains, and the LD call will delay both bosses by 2 turns if their HP absorbing shield is not up, and that will actually uptick the orb by 10 count. What I did here on boss B is to also trigger Shining Tears on Cloud of Darkness's turn so that she can immediately use her Zero Form Particle Beam to dispel the Shining Tears effect and uptick the Lufenia orb to a full 10 count again. So at this point here, I think it's the best time to use Cloud's LD call. The HP damage shield is not up at the moment and the bosses are not immune to delay. And using the LD call here will uptick both orbs, which gives me a bit more breathing room to damage down the bosses. At 29%, the boss will get both the 500k HP damage shield and delay immunity, as well as the Shining Tears HP regen effect. So at this point, it's really the best time to use Quistis friend support, because only Quistis can bypass the delay immunity and therefore remove the Shining Tears HP regen effect. Quistis can also very easily uptick both Lufenia orbs simply by using her LD. At this point, there is only 2 more Degenerator Whip that's required, which is at the 49% and 29% of boss A. So what I'm doing here is just timing so that Quistis gets a turn and can remove the HP regen effect on boss A accordingly with her 3 remaining turns. Sid Reigns is really very good in this fight because not only does he deal massive damage, he can also pull either Cloud of Darkness or Quistis to immediately act after him. So you can easily use Sid Reigns to trigger the Shining Tears effect at 49% and 29% and ensure that immediately after him you then have Quistis or Cloud of Darkness to remove that Shining Tears effect. Okay, so this is the final Shining Tears on boss A, and I triggered this by using Sid Reigns to pull Quistis, so I immediately get to land a Degenerator Whip and remove the last Shining Tears effect. It is also the last turn for Quistis right there, so Cloud of Darkness has jumped in, but at this point forward, because there is no more Shining Tears and no more HP regen, the fight simply becomes a DPS race to the finish. I was actually saving my summon mode in case I need to pause the Lufenia orb, but given that Sid Reigns deals quite a high amount of damage and the bosses only actually have 7 million HP each to begin with, it is very easy to kill off the bosses if they are not healing themselves every single turn. And that's it. As always, I hope this video has been enjoyable, and if you like the content, do leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lufenia fight. Bye!
You